Hello and welcome to Tech and Lifestyle, a program brought to you by All and Tech to create awareness on technology and the connection between technology and lifestyle generally. So, Tech and Lifestyle is a program that is designed to create awareness on what capacity tech can bring to everyday living, general lifestyle, and beyond. And the focus is on local content. Local content is the immediate technological impact that you feel within the four walls or within the boundaries of the country, Nigeria. So today on the program, Tech and Lifestyle, we'll be focusing on a buzz innovation, which is artificial intelligence. And as we all know, AI, artificial intelligence, has been breaking barriers, has been going far and wide from one industry to the other. Hence, we'll be focusing on the possibilities that are within the artificial intelligence space from overseas and to Nigeria as a country. So the center point here will be, what are the innovations of artificial intelligence in Nigeria as we speak? On my screen here lies a very novel innovation on 1960 AI, which talks about the synergy and the possibilities of artificial intelligence from the four walls of the country. So what do we have here? Artificial intelligence sits directly on data, but this time around we'll be looking at Nigerian data from industry to domestic use and all of that. And the center point that we'll be discussing here is safety. Looking at safety as a word, we all know that safety comes first, irrespective. What are the innovations of artificial intelligence in safety? There are two research synergy that we'll be talking about on this program today. One, how has 1960 AI partnered with RCL Safety Center to bring about the possibility of what AI can do in the safety space. Hence, we'll be going through what RCL Safety Center has done, which we have on the display, and what are the capacities they are bringing to board. RCL Safety Center is a conventional safety center whereby all they do is provide safety equipment and provide safety capacities to different industry, ranging from oil and gas to other production companies and organizations, factories, manufacturing, and all of that. But today, we'll be looking at the innovation they are bringing to the table. What is the innovation they are bringing to the forefront? They are trying to make their equipment smart with the infusing of 1960 AI, machine learning algorithms, neural network, and all of that to bring in better safety preparedness and beyond. So today, they have a seminar that will be running, and it's in collaboration with FCT, Emergency Management Agency, where they will be showcasing their capacities within the space of smart safety and all of that. From this page, these are conventional safety tools that we are used to. But the innovation here is not just a conventional fire extinguisher as we used to have it, or not just a conventional map out plan as we used to have it, but a typical smart evaluation and evacuation plan that can tell you categorically what exactly you should do in event of emergency. As we have on the screen here, let's assume you are located here and there's an emergency. The usual thing is to manually look out for the evacuation plan and look for the exit door. But you know what emergency is. There's panic, there's chaos, everyone is running helter-skelter. So that's where the 1960 AI comes into play, whereby the AI capacity are deployed to enhance calm at that point. A good example of what RCL Safety Center is proposing for demonstration is we have an evacuation plan that is audio-centric. So all anybody needs to do, or all everyone needs to do, is just stay calm and listen to audio instruction on how to detect or determine the best emergency exit without panic. Because at the point of panic, nobody is actually thinking 100%, but we rely on our easiest sense, and listening is one of the easiest sense that can be deployed, and data are fed to the machine learning model to translate this visual into audio capacity. Another innovation we have on display is also the capacity of different AI tools that are embedded in fire extinguishers, in safety boots that are traceable, and some other capacity. From some of those things we have some stuffs like these conventional safety tools that we have that are not smart, but RCS Safety Center in synergy with 9060 AI have made most of them smart. A good example is most of these safety tools we are looking at, they are labeled in English language. Safety is everyone's right. You don't need to know how to speak English before you are entitled to be safe. So there are machine learning models that RCS Safety Center have deployed in partnership with 9060 AI that translate the English equivalent of these items into natural language, local language and dialect that anybody, irrespective of the understanding of English level and all, can tap into and connect and have a clear understanding of what each of these items represent and how they should be used properly. So leveraging on that, the barrier of who explain what under disaster is minimized. Another one again is fire extinguisher. As we all know that there are different classes of fire, ranging from the one that is caused by volatile materials, the ones that are caused by combustible materials and other classification. But to a general knowledge carrier, he or she doesn't even know that there are categories of fire extinguisher. All he does is the next available fire extinguisher, he or she picks it up and just blaze it at the fire try to put it out, and it doesn't work that way. But we have come up with machine learning algorithm that has a capacity to indicate the appropriate location of corresponding fire extinguisher based on the causative identification of the fire. Depending on the kind of fire or the cause of the fire, that's what indicates you in the direction where you can pick the appropriate fire extinguisher so that you will not escalate and compound the scenario. And another one we have is connecting the fire extinguisher is not just the whole thing. You can't just wash down the fire extinguisher without being properly kitted. RCS Safety Center in partnership with 9060 AI has also come up with an algorithm that can determine and evaluate your safety kitting, whereby before you confront any danger in the name of trying to be safe and all of that, you have to be properly kitted. So there is a rating and a ranking that shows you the level of safety that you carry. Is there anything missing? Are you supposed to put on the eyeglasses and it's still missing? The algorithm calls you to action that you need to put on your eyewear so that you will not risk yourself further than expected. Other safety kits that you require specific information to put them on. Under the panic mode, it becomes difficult for you to be able to wear most of these safety tools. But with AI, audiovisual capacity, instruction can be followed, and right there you know how to put all of this on. And when you are not getting it right, there are indicators that will tell you that step 1 has been juxtaposed for step 2, and your attention can easily be called and you can easily get help. So these are some of the capacities that is coming to purview. Then another one we have on display by Smart Safety from RCS Safety Center in partnership with 9060 AI is the safety bag itself. Sometimes the content of the safety bag may be depleted or may be exhausted without the knowledge of the carrier. So the algorithm with the AI capacity point in the direction of what is in the safety bag, what is missing, what has to be replaced, and every point in time, human monitoring that can fail is not necessary because the algorithm itself is doing a daily reportage of what is in the safety bag and what is about to expire, so that in event of disaster, everything is handy and it's reachable. What you need to do is, you don't even need to carry any other thing. The closest to you need is your mobile phone, and by statistics, almost everybody carry a smartphone, or substantial percentage carry a smartphone. It's very possible that in a convergence of people trapped in a fire disaster, somebody there has a phone. And all you need is just the QR code. With the QR code, all the information I've shared before can be attained. And as soon as those information are attained, every location from emergency evacuation to fire extinguisher classification to smart sensors in boot, all of that can be deployed as much as possible. We also have the safety booth, whereby workers and every other person at the site can be trackable. So if anything happens, and you are doing head count, instead of physically doing the head count one, there's a data lodge whereby every safety booth carrying the QR code at the site reports the total number of people that enter the site and the total number of people that converge at the emergency convergence point, and indicates that so number is missing, or there's an equivalent number of inputs, number of persons, and the number of people converge at the call and all of that. Then another one we have is the helmet, which is also the smart helmet. Most times the purpose of the helmet is to prevent impact, but one way or the other, when there's an impact, what measure the danger associated with the impact? So the smart helmets are helmets whereby at point of impact the data is collected to know the potential damage or the likely damage that the impact may cause to the victim in question, and lodge it to the corresponding medical team for emergency response. And lastly, on the display, we also have the safety bag, as I've mentioned enough. We also have the capacity of monitoring the component of the safety bag. The component of the safety bag is essentially monitored to be sure you don't rely on emptiness. You don't want to think you have an evacuation plan rolled up in the bag only for you to get to a point where you need it and you can't find it. So these are some of the capacities. They are not limited to this, but these are few of the capacities that can be achieved when AI is infused with safety, as we have in the RCL Smart Safety community as we speak, and it makes safety top-notch, reliable, and timely intervene, which saves life. So thank you very much for listening to the program. So till I grace your screen next week, have a pleasant day and stay safe. Thank you very much. My name remains Olanite Abidemi Adeshino, and thank you very much. Bye for now.